It varies.
Yeah,
yeah, it's not.
Maybe get into some few nitty-gritties about maybe bamboo farming. You've talked about the favorable soil. What kind of, what do you mean by favorable soil?
If a soil has enough nutrients, enough air, enough maybe fertilizer or manure, it has all, and it's convenient for planting. That's it.
Okay.
And you give it water.
Okay.
You can be watering it
Yeah.
maybe morning and evening.
Many people would maybe be confused because you say that it does good when it's next to the river. People will be confused like when watering your bamboo farm, do you necessarily need maybe the sewer water or some dirty water?
No. You don't have to do that.
Okay.
It's only that it's something good to them.
Okay.
It's like you can eat the sukuma, but you can also eat the kuku and all that, fried fish.
Yeah.
So you see, for fried fish, you feel it's nice.
Yeah.
No.
Unlike
So bamboo, the sewer water is perfect for them.
Okay.
It's not. It's like change of. It's only change, but it can grow with whichever water that it can provide for it.
All right.
Sure.
Other uses of bamboo include making furniture and biofuels.
Actually, bamboo can be used as a fence.
Okay.
It has very many, over 1,500 different use. So the little that we do is make the briquettes. We can use it in fencing. We can use it in various ways. Even some people prefer using the bamboo in making houses and all that. Totally, there's no waste. After cutting and all that, all the pieces that remain, we use it in making the bamboo briquettes, the charcoal itself. So we burn them, we take them through a process known as carbonization. So, and it's burnt for a maximum of 6 hours. But there should be no pressure coming out, except for the ones that. So after burning them, it's put in a machine, mixed with some sands and some soil and a little bit of water. Then you make briquettes. Yeah. So there's no waste. Totally, there's no waste in bamboo. Yeah.
Now, how would you compare the briquettes made from the bamboo? Maybe would I call them ashes or? And as compared to maybe the clay soil briquettes, because we understand there are briquettes made from the sawdust and what have you. So
compared to the other charcoals, leave alone the clay one.
Yeah.
Compared to the others, the importance of this one is that it has gone through a process known as carbonization. It has removed all the carbon monoxide that is in it. So you can even burn you can even put the charcoal inside your house, and it can't harm you compared to any other charcoal that can harm.
In China, bamboo flute is a common feature in musical accompaniments. Bamboo furniture have advantage over wooden furniture. Unlike wood, bamboo can last long if treated well before use.
Be a layman like maybe me, as far as bamboo farming is concerned, I'll be wondering like maybe if I were to harvest such a bamboo, or rather if you were to give me all this lot of bamboos, like bamboo sticks, I can go maybe try make a furniture with them. Like, is it the same way as you do? Ama kuna kupaka randa, ama kufanya nini?
Actually, bamboo requires a lot of skills. A little bit, not so much, but not everyone can use it in making furniture. Because after harvesting, it has to go to a process. It has to be treated first. It has to be treated with borax and boric acid for 3 hours, 100
You
degrees.
said borax and?
Borax and boric acid
Okay.
for 3 hours. 100 degrees, should be 100 degrees. So before making any furnitures, the bamboo should be treated to prevent other insects from you see, some insects, you can they can be able to eat up all the bamboo.
Yeah, the furniture. Okay, okay.
Before treating it.
Okay.
So it's very important for bamboo to be treated first before making any furnitures.
So that makes it a very expensive affair, because if you were to buy the borax acid
no.
to treat the
Actually,
before making the furniture, someone will assume that is a very expensive undertaking.
Some will say so, but personally I think it's not, because there are various ways of treating bamboo.
Yeah.
That is only one way of treating bamboo.
Okay.
There's another way of putting it in a running water. There's another way of putting it in a stagnant water, but putting the acid inside. There are various ways of treating bamboo, but the most easiest one is to buy the borax, and though it might not be cheaper, but it's the most convenient, I think, for now.
The variety of furniture that one can make from bamboo is vast, from simple designs to beautiful caricatures that blend effortless with modern society. Statistics show that after planting, one can start harvesting bamboo after 4 years. The solid bamboo can grow up to 24 to 30 meters thereabout tall, 20 to 30 centimeters diameter, usually 2 to 2.5 centimeters thick walled. Each clump is harvested once or twice a year. The minimum number of 9 meters tall poles per harvest is approximately 20 to 35. A 3 meters pole can sell up to 2,500 Kenya shillings. The drought-resistant species, otherwise known as solid bamboo, can grow up to 6 to 10 meters tall, 6 to 10 centimeters in diameter. It can also grow in savanna woodland, semi-arid wooden grassland and thicket. Food security and livelihood assistance for vulnerable slum dwellers in Nairobi is their target, and by a look at all the initiative that this group has initiated, it is my belief that it won't be a Greek myth if I were to state boldly that this group is on a right track, and better still, they have done it. And this serves as food for thought for those of us who are still on the hangover of 2012, still believing that we can't do it. 2013 is the year to do it.
Well, indeed, welcome back. You're watching Zoom in Africa. Today, we bring you the segment, I Can Do It. And as always, we ask you to send in your comments and views, all questions that you may have on SMS line that is 8550. Now, we started taking an SMS that says, I salute the boys. Well, boys and men. Thank you. I salute the boys and wish them good. Please advise their physical address and phone. I won't mind buying a bamboo resting chair. That is Sarah. She didn't say where she is watching from.
Yeah, there is another one. What is the connection between bamboo and snakes?
Well, before we come to snakes and bamboos, let's go back to the first question that Sarah was asking. Moha, what can you tell Sarah? I mean,
yeah.
That's a business calling.
Okay, fine. Maybe she can try to give us a calling or visit us, because we are very much welcome to all people who want to visit us. Yeah, and our number, like I can give it out. You can mine or his or our chairman. Yeah.
I believe our producer will run it on the screen as the program continues to go on air, and I think after making a good sale, then we can share the profits or get a commission. So we think about that. We discuss about that after the show.
Exactly.
Yeah, true. You're the one who talked about snakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bamboo and snakes.
Yes, both of them.
When bamboo are fully grown, they tend to be bushy, and naturally snakes like bushy places. Now, that's why it's important when they are too bushy, they do some pruning after a period of time. That's why you're very much encouraged to prune it after a period of 6 months. You should be pruning it down in order to ensure that there's no too much bush.
Okay, so that's the connection.
But now I want us to go into another thing also that I saw you guys doing with the bamboo, apart from just making furniture.
Yeah.
I saw you guys making briquettes.
Briquettes, yeah.
Sure.
Maybe just for the viewers' sake, very quickly, you can explain to us a little bit about
The basic steps.
the basics of making briquettes out of bamboo.
Actually, the briquettes, we take them after harvesting. These are the bamboos that the waste bamboo
Okay.
and all that we can see that like can't make the furniture.
Like the yellow bamboos.
The yellow bamboos.
Yeah.
We cut them in the size of the drum, put them there, then we lit a fire inside. There should be no space that removes the hair, except from the one coming out.
The chimney.
Yeah. And
You call, there's a name you gave that process of locking in the
yeah,
bamboo.
it's called carbonization.
carbonization.
Carbonization. That is the process.
What is the importance of that?
The importance of the carbonization process is to remove all the carbon monoxide in it. So if you use the bamboo charcoal,
Yeah.
that is one of the advantages.
Okay.
If you use the bamboo charcoal, it has no carbon monoxide. You can even use it and close all your door and windows.
So it's a
It can't
safe
harm you.
source of
Very
Ah.
safe, yeah.
Okay.
So it's very safe to use it in whichever place. It has no carbon monoxide.
And
Did he finish with a step? You
Uh-huh.
came in between.
I came
and-
in between.
Yes, and he did
now,
finish up.
Okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Okay.
have
Okay.
carbon. Now, after the carbonization,
After the carbonization
Yes,
process,
yeah.
you will remove it and
By that time, it will be in ashes form.
yeah.
Yeah. Then you mix with some soil to make it a bit sticky.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you put it in a certain machine, and then you start pressing. Yeah. It comes out in a different shapes. That's a good thing about it. Yeah.
You have to mix sand and a little bit of water.
Okay.
There's a ratio that you
or
use.
the ratio that you're using.
A little bit of sand and water. Then you squeeze it. Then there's a machine I think you
Yeah,
saw.
we saw it there.
Yeah, you press it down.
The one that
it
looks, I was
says-
wondering, you're using money maker to do this.
Yeah.
But it's also a money maker. It makes you money when you make the briquette.
Sure. It's
How much does that machine cost?
it depends where you buy it.
Depends where you buy it.
There's a second hand and there's the other ones.
Okay, so who trained all the youth who are making briquettes and furniture at Madoya?
At first, it was Africa Bamboo Center, which we went to Kisumu and Kakamega.
Okay.
Then later, we went to Kefri with the help of also of an organization known as Kenya Bamboo Center. We were able to be trained in depth, and most of us are now skilled, and we can make items.
And do you train some more yourselves?
Yeah, we train, and in fact, during the training, we involve the community. We were involving most of the community members.
Yeah. And other youth group members, they also come. Yeah, we train together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we get an order that is too much, we can call them, they know what to do.
Almost all the groups in Madoya, the youth groups, they have that skill.
Yeah, that's
That's the advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, talking about the community surrounding you guys, I'd like you to, maybe Moha, I'd like to throw this question to you, but it'll be two in one.
Yeah.
First and foremost, maybe you can tell us what amount of briquettes can you make, maybe say in a month? And how does the community surrounding you respond in
Yeah,
terms of,
to the
because when you're
business.
making these briquettes, of course, you have a target where you want to sell your products and stuff. How do they regard this from you?
Okay. Like for a day, we can go for, let me just talk about it in totality,
Yeah,
like for a whole
totality,
month.
yeah.
We can make like 720 kilograms.
720 kilos.
Yeah, 720 kilograms.
That's close to a ton.
Yeah, 0.72 tons. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And the response to from the community members, it's very positive because you can see them coming, trying at least to know what we are doing, and again the products that we've made, they buy in large quantities.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can just say in general that there's a positive attitude towards whatever that we're doing. Yeah, from the community members.
Actually, considering that in Madoya, Madoya is an area, there was a lot of insecurity, and through the creation of the employment, the community embraced the idea, because many youths are now involved in activities and are busy doing the work. So that's how I think it embraced the whole idea. The whole community embraced the whole idea because we involve everyone.
In fact, when we were making the charcoal, the briquettes, we involved the community members themselves, at least to come and assist us.
Okay.
Yeah,
Understand the process as well.
exactly.
Yeah. And are there ladies in this group? And how many are they and what's their role?
Very important question there.
Very true.
I've heard.
Regarding that, we have the
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Madoya Tumaini Youth Group happens to be having 32 members, of which 8 of them are ladies.
Okay.
Yeah, and we've been so much considerate about the agenda. Yeah, so talking of the bamboo activities and things like that, when it comes to weaving and things like that, making the mats and things, it is their docket. It is them who handle the search. And when it comes to these other things like furnitures, the corner stands and stuff like that, it is now the real men who call themselves.
The real men.
Who come on board and try. But we give equal chances. Actually, there's one philosophy that we tend to stand with, equity, where if you show that you have the potential to do anything, we give you all the space that you need. So there's nothing like segregation or gender inequity or something like that. Yeah, we're
And
very,
that's
very.
nice.
You get
So
what you
you're
deserve.
you're
You
gender
get what you
sensitive.
deserve.
Yes.
I can't say that you're gender sensitive. Actually, what we are trying to do is just to give opportunity to everyone, yeah, regardless of your sex. Because when you're talking about gender, I understand it's all about social construction, roles, and yeah. But here you're talking about the biological. Yeah, whether you're a girl or a boy, we give you equal chance, provided that you have the ability and you show that you're so much aggressive. Yeah, we give you room and you just grow as the rest of us. Yeah.
Oh,
And
nice.
maybe before we look into the SMSs that have been sent, I'd just like you to take Moha, maybe to tell us very quickly the issue of insecurity in the areas, some of the areas that we've seen, have been really rampant. And among the youth that you work with in your group, maybe what would you say is the response of the youth in the area, and how has your group worked to change the society around where you are living?
I'll be so much honest on this. Actually, Madoya Tumaini started with the mission of changing the people, as in most of the youth, because they had a very bad background. And up to this minute,